Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Melina's gonna stun like crazy. Alright, so tonight's all about the vlogging. Alright, I am gonna do a lot of vlogs and I am gonna talk about YouTube and how you make money on YouTube and different aspects on YouTube. Now remember, it is very important to notice that it is your own journey when you are on YouTube. You are different from every other YouTuber. As a creator, you are very different from everybody else and you offer something else, right? So just so you guys know, not everybody becomes famous on YouTube, obviously. It's very competitive, but if you have something that you feel you offer, you feel that you could do, it's important to say, well, I want this to be shared with the world. I really believe this is something that could benefit people, or maybe they want to see how I look, or maybe they want to benefit from my knowledge, that kind of thing. So as long as you offer something, it is something that could become lucrative. It does have a possibility of becoming lucrative, and you can be a hit sensation on YouTube. Now, it is difficult to some extent because the people that have a million subscribers don't necessarily make a lot of money. Now, I was shocked to see that, but I was like, how could you have a million subscribers and make, I did see one person had a million subscribers, or at least it was the average or something. They had a million subscribers and they made 57,000 a year. Now I'm thinking, okay, like 57,000 a year, like that's a decent job, but it's not like phenomenal. It's not like you're gonna have like no worries for the rest of your life. 57,000 a year, right? So it is. I mean, it's decent salary. It's not that bad, but I mean, it's not like it's not like it's gonna bring you what you were hoping for when you thought of starting YouTube, right? So it is really good. I mean, it's not like that bad. But when you're thinking a million subscribers, you're thinking, holy, like a million subscribers. Like, wouldn't you be able to? Like, it's almost like you'd think you'd be able to win the lottery. Like not win the lottery, but it's like winning the lottery with a million subscribers. Like you're thinking, like that sounds to me. That sounds like a lot of subscribers. Like if I got a million subscribers, I'd be very happy. But they literally say you make about 57,000 a year, and you're like, yeah, how is that possible? I always thought YouTube was more lucrative. So when you have a channel, make sure that you may start out small, you may start out with no views or whatever, but it does take time, right? Like it really takes time, and not everybody has. It doesn't take time for everybody, right? Some people become really, really rich, really, really fast on YouTube, and those people are they figure out a formula to make their titles good, or they do something where they look. Maybe they have a certain look to themselves, like me. All right, nice kidding. They have a certain look to themselves, and they're like, they just automatically get people to watch, or they get the views. And everybody, like I said, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody decides to do different things, and everybody's story is different. When you have a story of someone, and their story is they started YouTube and they were working in this job, even something as simple as that. They were working in this job, like, and all of a sudden, everyone just gravitates toward them because that job is an interesting job, or even somebody that says I worked at McDonald's for 20 years and became a celebrity in their videos like that, they're gonna be like doing very well, right? They're gonna have like, um, like that's a good title for a video. Hopefully, it's true. But I'm pretty sure it would be. I don't think anybody would lie about that. But like some people's videos might be very popular because they have a title like that, right? There are people that are working at McDonald's that have YouTube channels, but it's not something you would think of every day that somebody on YouTube is someone that works at McDonald's and gets really, really famous. Now, Shania Twain did work at McDonald's before she was famous. So there are famous people that work at McDonald's. I'm sure there's people that are watching this and they worked at McDonald's, and they're like, I was famous and I worked at McDonald's. So yes, there are people that are famous that work at McDonald's, had worked at McDonald's. So it's kind of like trying to trying to find that lucky title, or that lucky kind of break where you're like, you've tried everything, you've done every type of video imaginable, you've done everything possible, and all of a sudden one of your videos just gets a lot of views all of a sudden, and you're like, I never knew that video would be the one. Like, I didn't think I'd get a lot of views in that one. I didn't know it would be the phenomenal one that took me places. So it is, it certainly is something that you have to really put a lot of effort into to get the results. And not everybody gets the results, right? You would think that if you have a channel that's got a lot of videos, that's not going to necessarily do it. But if you offer something unique and you offer something amazing, then you might be able to bring your channel to fame, right? So what I tend to notice a lot was that a lot of these famous people on YouTube started when it was about 2008 or 2007 or 2006 or 2004, and they started then. So they were kind of like the original YouTubers. So when YouTube started, they were kind of like, well, let's just do this, and they tried it, and they became famous. So luckily for them, they picked something good. It's like when you make an investment, right? And they picked something good, and it turned out really well for them. So, like, you know, and before they were famous, they were just like people that looked good or people that had regular jobs or whatever, and you're like, well, good for them, you know? So now another thing that I did notice is that when you're looking for salaries of celebrities, or you're looking for things to see how much do YouTubers get paid or how much do people get paid, and it really doesn't tell you. Like it's not like it's set in stone. So you're looking for like clarity. You're like, how many subscribers does it take to get paid this much, or how many how many views do I need to get in order to get all these subscribers and to get paid, and how many all this, and it really is different for everyone. It's not the same, you know. So you know, I mean, for me, I would think I'd be famous by now. I mean, look at this outfit, look at this look. It's gorgeous. I do love it a lot, and all of a sudden, I'm not famous, and I'm like, how is that possible? You would think that it would happen, but it does take a lot of time for some people, and you know, I think I'm going to be one of the fortunate ones. I really do think that it's not going to take as much time, but it does. Like, if you look at someone like Buff Corral, for instance, right? Like, now, and the reason why Buff Corral, like Buff Corral's doing decent, but who knows how much he actually makes? They never really say how much he makes, but he's doing decent. But he started so long ago. He started in 2012, right? Like 2012. I started in 2018. So, I mean, if you do the math, it's going to take a while still for me to get famous. And I don't even know if he makes a lot of money. Like you would think these people make a lot of money, but like you look at his house, you see his house. It's not like overly fantastic or anything. I mean, he's good looking. His house is nice, but he's always in the same room, you know. And you're not thinking it's like, you're thinking it's a nice house for sure, but it's not like over the top glitz and glam kind of thing. It's like a decent house, but it's not like it's like amazing, you know. It's not like it's the best house you've ever seen, but so you know, and the whole world of celebrity and YouTubers and all is very fascinating, right? So how does one become famous? How long does it take? All that stuff is very fascinating. And like I keep saying, it's all about everybody's individual journey, right? Like, not everybody's gonna make it to the top, obviously. And some people, maybe they have a really good look, or they have something that they could really bank on, and they don't do well, you know. Sometimes it does happen where somebody is, you would think they'd be famous, or you would think they're gorgeous, or you think they're good, but they don't make it, and you're like, well, how's that possible? But there's a lot of competition out there, and there's a lot of people out there that are doing the same thing, so it is tough to sell. But you know, if you are someone trying to do a YouTube channel, you know, don't give up hope and just keep doing other things in the meantime. Try to make sure you got lots of things going on, so you're not feeling like YouTube's the only thing. And like, just so you know, it is something that's very kind of fun too, right? So have fun with it. I mean, even though it takes a long time to make any kind of ground on it and make any kind of stamp on your channel, it is fun, right? Like, Melina's look is so good, you know, and so I do love Melina's look. Now, I hope you like the dress tonight. I usually go more bodycon and more mini evening, more like sparkly glittery, but I do like this dress, and I did put these belts on here because I thought it'd be kind of plain without them. But it's kind of nice. I do like it. I do think it's good. I hope you like it. And anyway, thank you all for watching. All right, bye now.